Hey guys, as we know that Microsoft Edge or Chromium, it's so many names it has. It's been out in the market, and I put already a video a few days ago, Microsoft Edge on my MacBook. So I just wanted to show what are the default settings and permission. There is a lot to look into this, but again, I have so many browsers. As you can see on my computer, I got a Chrome, I got this Firefox, Safari, and now I have this one, Microsoft Edge. Pretty much looks like, to me, more of a Firefox. I believe you may agree or not, but the first thing I want to check here is settings, and let's go right there into the settings. And in the settings, the very first thing I want to check is the site permissions. Basically, what things are enabled by default for the sites when you're looking at the permissions. Cookies are allowed by default. Again, you don't want to disable it, because if you go to any website 100 times, you'll have to accept allow. So that's I'm leaving as is, which is allowed by default. Location is good. That's it's not blocked, but it will ask you if you go to a particular site, it will ask you to allow the location. So let's for location, it's gonna ask you every time. So it's not blocked, but it's not even allowed. So you will be expected to get the notification or pop up on your screen. Same is for the camera. If there are websites which are going to ask you to use the camera, they are not allowed by default. It will always ask you. That's the beauty. I like it in a product, and most of my experience with using MacBook and any application, they are blocked by default. Even if I have to install any software, I have to go and manually allow the settings. So first time, so then up to me, but it's not enabled by default. That's my system. So here is a good sign that this browser I'm using it, and if I go to a website which require a camera or microphone, so it's not going to give the permission on this browser to use my camera and microphone until and unless I allow them specifically. As you can see here, it's set to this. So I can always have an option for allow, and let's see what happens here. So it's going to be blocked, but again, if you enable it, it's going to ask you as a pop-up. So notification, same thing. JavaScript is there. Adobe Flash, images is there. Say okay, what kind of you can allow and block a website, for example. This is something new. What else we have here? Pop-ups and redirects. We can block, and we can allow. Let's say you trust a site, so you should be able to put a site here, and it will be allowed by default. It usually happen. I want to do it for my portal for the Azure.com, or portal for example asterisk.azure.com. Let's say how we gonna add that here. Asterisk.example. So let's say this is what it's saying. We need to asterisk.azure.com, I guess. I want to add that office.com. Yeah, asterisk start in this. Perfect. So I want to allow. I don't want to block any pop-up, and I'm doing my Office 365 and Azure. I want to keep it. Ads are blocked by default. Background sync. So where you want to allow again background sync, maybe with OneDrive for Business, for example. Automatic downloads are there. You can allow and site permission for that. So as you can see, all the way back, you go to USB devices. When you access the devices, I don't know how it's going to work with the browser, but again, payment handler, media, and all that stuff. So kind of give you an idea. When you install this browser, make sure you go through the setting and make sure they are there. And if you run into any problem, then you can always come back and verify these settings. So it's good that they are set to ask first, and then do come back and check again if you allow and play around with that, because I just put it browser and I'm also testing myself. You can change the location of the downloads from here as another good option. Like you can do that like other browser. Appearance, I think you can change the look and feel of the browser by going to this settings. You can change the font size, zoom size here, and other stuff. So I think, and also if something out you make changes and something doesn't seem to be working and something breaks, you can always come here and reset the settings. And here it has details about Microsoft Edge, and it shows the version number and the 64-bit version you have, I have, and is made possible by Chromium. You can see and read more about Chromium project, which is Microsoft, and then you can see, and that's the look and feel of this. And if I go to google.com, for example, this is what it looks on Microsoft Edge. If I go to bing.com, take a look, and it looks fantastic. You know, and let's go to portal.azure.com. Perfect. And if you go to, so that's in a nutshell. I just wanted to show you the look and feel, the settings of this, which is go to site permissions and play around with that, and just take a look. That's for it. If you think that video was good, it was helpful, to let me know if you're using Microsoft Edge or Chromium on your MacBook or not, and how's your experience. Let me know in the comments and suggestion, and do subscribe my channel and like the video. See you in my next video. Thank you and bye.